More love it is. Can Chloe Birch and Lauren Smith stop the whitewash? We'll see momentarily. Just the one court now, with the other match between Malaysia and Egypt having finished some while ago. That's how we stand. So it's time to enjoy the women's doubles. Matsuyama and Shida up against Chloe Birch and Lauren Smith. We saw Smith already in the mixed doubles earlier today. Interestingly, Matsuyama and Shida, the only two members of the Japanese squad that actually played yesterday. The other six didn't, but they wanted to keep their women's doubles pair together. They actually had a fairly straightforward, well, very straightforward victory actually against the Egyptian pair, 21-7, 21-5. This will be much more difficult, you would imagine, against Birch and Smith, who are ranked 14 in the world, as Matsuyama and Shida come out onto court number one for our final match of the day. And here come the English pair, Chloe Birch and Lauren Smith. They've actually had a win yesterday in that match against Malaysia. They beat Tom and Tina 21-10 in the third. So let's have a look at some of these players in a bit more detail then. Starting with Naomi Matsuyama. That ranking of 10, just one more than their highest ever ranking. That was back in February of last year. Was actually World Junior Champion at women's doubles way back in 2016 with Sayaka Habara. On 3 Super 100 events, most recently the Korean Masters in 2019. That's Chiharu Shida. It's a year older than her partner. Reached 10 finals as a pair, these two. And on the other side of the net, Chloe Birch, and the 14th ranked women's doubles pair in the world, which is the best they've ever been. Birch is also in the top 100 for singles. In fact, she has been as high as 42 in the singles just a few years ago. And Lauren Smith, of course, who partnered Marcus Ellis in the mixed doubles earlier. They won the silver medal at the European Championships in Kiev earlier this year. Fried Cox of the Netherlands is our chair umpire, and the service judge will be Cody Leach of America.
Ready to play?
Stand by then for the umpires' player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, England, represented by Chloe Birch and Lauren Smith. And on my left, Japan, represented by Nami Matsuyama and Shida. England to serve, Lauren Smith to Shida. Level, play.
Well, on paper this might be pretty close, just 4 places between them in the rankings. Early statement of intent from Chiharu Shida. Well, already it's kind of settling into a pattern here. Looks like the Japanese pair trying to make the running, being more attacking. Birch and Smith maybe hoping to frustrate, work their way into the match. Well, that was the bite a bit. That was a reversal of tactics from the English pair. Birch, excellent from mid-court. Missed it again. Good judgment from Smith. Once again, the pair of Shida from back of the court. Well, already signs this could be a really competitive
5-all.
encounter. Seen too much between the two pairs, and certainly Japanese certainly seem to be enjoying it. We've seen a number of wry smiles from Shida. Tried to get that really acute angle again and couldn't quite make it work. And again, it was Matsuyama this time with the error. Excellent again from Smith. Saw her do some of that in the mixed doubles earlier at net. Good technique. Could start this also for the English pair. So they've stopped the rot, but still a handy lead.
Don't shout before the line is good signal.
Well, that's a lovely shot. Hitting the shuttle back from whence it came. See, Birch initially was moving in the other direction. And Smith guarding the net, and nice placement from the Japanese pair. So from 8-5 down to 8-all. It's not Old King Cole. I don't know who that is. Shot. Don't expect those kind of errors from Matsuyama. Concerted pressure from Shida in particular, eventually wore Birch and Smith down.
Comes over. 10-0.
So just the 1 point in it at the interval, and it's been extremely tight throughout really. They had a slight advantage at one point, 3 or 4 points I think, Birch and Smith, had that whittled down again. It looked like it was going to be close. Let's see if it carries on in that fashion.
Think about so when you set, face the play. Yeah, face the play, just like look what's going on. I need to turn a little bit, it's not just push it back in. But actually when we're going really thick over the top, they're giving us the lift again. Every time. And actually
20 seconds.
20 seconds on the attack to get shot.
I've been really patient with Gary.
Eleven 10. Play.
Well, both the Japanese and the English squads that I've been watching all day, their teammates have been very loud in their encouragement, which is good to hear. Well, that's a pity because Smith and Birch have been equal to everything that had been thrown at them in that rally. I say a pity from the English team's point of view. 36-stroke rally, longest of the match so far. Let's angle that from Birch. And prowling at the net, the predatory Nami Matsuyama.
We saw a bit around the head side.
Play.
Again.
Wide again, a little run of points here for the Japanese.
Second left, final left, yeah, second left.
Good persistence from Lauren Smith. Eventually got its reward. Yeah, excellent. Chiharu Shida, so busy. Could have left it to her partner, but took the initiative herself. Just a bit too much height from Smith. She knew it. We hear the English coach appreciative of Smith and Birch's effort, but they find themselves 17-13 down. Well, that was a good change up to go for the flicker there. Nice thinking. Easily cut off by Matsuyama. Concerted, unrelenting pressure on the two English girls. 2 points away now from the opening game for Matsuyama and Shida. It's almost a resigned smile from Chloe Birch.
Turning defence.
Oh, great reactions. Absolutely fantastic from Matsuyama. 5 game points. Brilliantly earned with that shot.
Another fault ball, too high.
And that was the first fault that's been called today on court 1.
16-20.
Probably won't be significant, but we'll see. Still 4 game points. And indeed it wasn't significant. 21-16. Matsuyama and Shida close out the opening game, but it took them 20 minutes. There was some good fight back from the 2 English women, Birch and Smith, throughout, but at the end they just weren't able to match the Japanese pair. So Japan on for the clean sweep, leading 4-love already in the tie, and now 1 game up in our final match of the day. So can Smith and Birch find a comeback here? Stayed with the Japanese pair for certainly the first half of that opening game. Well, she smiles whether she misses a shot or not. This Chiharu Shida, but she didn't miss that. Yeah, nicely tidied up. Matsuyama in exactly the right position. Too much height, easily dealt with. Oh, it's one of the best rallies of the match. And Shida's grinning again. Felt like it was longer than 33 shots, didn't it, that rally? It wasn't a question of just both players getting height and clearing it. There's some power and some invention and plenty of creativity. 3-love it is. Exactly as planned. Some way wide there, Chloe Birch. Well, this is not the start that Smith and Birch were looking for in this second game. 6-love down. Couple of excellent shots from Shida, a few unforced errors, and they're behind the 8 ball early in this second game. Real test of character now for the English pair on the end of this Japanese onslaught. Cleverly played, and everything coming up roses at the moment for Matsuyama and Shida. Can't put a foot wrong. There was an air of inevitability about that rally ending the way it did. Well, they're on the board, and that will be a huge relief to Birch and Smith. Yeah, well played. Set up by Birch, finished by Smith. If they were to win the next couple of points, well, it would really start to sow a few seeds of doubt in Japanese minds. There's one of them. Well played. Matsuyama came up with a bit of subtlety there and then a very easy kill to follow, just to head off the comeback at the pass, so to speak. It's a great effort from Birch to get to it, to be fair. Can't criticise that.
Thank you. Back on board. Play.
Well, all of a sudden they've kicked on again. Matsuyama and Shida. Good stuff from Smith. Chloe Birch just suggesting to umpire Freak Cox that maybe the Japanese trying to slow them down a bit. Well, that was excellent dovetailing between Smith and Birch, and they're starting to play, I think, probably as well as they've played at any stage of the match, and arguably the best they've played at any stage of the match. Well, you wouldn't have predicted this scoreline when they were 10-love down, would you? 14-12 now only. I mean, Matsuyama and Shida must be thinking, well, maybe should have been in the dressing room by now, but they're not. They're still got to put this match away. Straight down the middle. How often does that work? Neither Smith nor Birch moved. That was a delightful little drop shot from Shida. Absolutely perfect. Just missed it. Writing appears to be on the wall for Birch and Smith. You just wonder what would have happened in this game if they'd made a better start, and they couldn't have made a worse one. Turn Love down, but trying to just force it a little bit, Lauren Smith. Knew she played the wrong shot there, Lauren Smith. And here are 8 match points for Matsuyama and Shida. Japanese fan club you can hear in the background. Match point. It's out, and that's it. 21-12 in the second game in 40 minutes exactly on court. And Japan have completed a whitewash over England, 5-love in the tie. Remember, they had a 10-love lead at one point. In the end, despite that comeback, they got to 12-10 at one point. And then just a run of points from the Japanese made victory in the end fairly straightforward. And we know now that Japan will be into the quarterfinals. Absolutely no surprise. They'll have ambitions of winning this event. Probably second favourites behind China, you'd say. And that was pretty comprehensive from those two. They've now played both the first 2 matches for Japan, so it might be interesting to see if they get a rest for the third group game, because win, lose or draw, they're going to be through to the quarters. And this is how it finished. The error from Birch. I think they just knew a bit too much for their opponents today, Matsuyama and Shida. It was tight in the first game initially, and then the second game started in, well, ridiculously one-sided fashion. English women did well to fight their way back, but always too far behind. Here's what's happened today. Pretty much straightforward, apart from that men's doubles that went to 3 games, but Watanabe and Higashino, excellent. Momota, superb today. Koga and Saito came close to having a problem against Lane and Vendy, but came through in the end. Yamaguchi, no issues at all against Abigail Holden. And as we've just seen, Matsuyama and Shida are dispatching Birch and Smith in straight games. Well, don't forget, we will be bringing you day 4 of the 2021 Sudirman Cup tomorrow. Our coverage starts at 10 o'clock local time. For now, though, from all of us here in Vantaa in Finland, it's goodbye.